Hey, this is Lance, your Sacramento private investigator and process server. And you are listening to What is a Process Server podcast. This podcast will teach you how to become a process server, how to market your process server business to get your own process server clients. And I am your host, Lance Casey. So stick around and let's see what it can do. Hey folks, this is Lance, your California private investigator and process server. And this is the podcast titled, What is a Process Server? What is a process server podcast? And I've got a process server that I've trained here to learn how to do the business. And we're going to talk to him a little bit about the process server business. This is Ken Dentley. He's a process server in Sacramento. So Ken, introduce yourself to the audience. Tell a little bit about what you do, what kind of serves you do and everything like that.
Yeah, hi. My name's Ken Dentley. I'm a process server. Lance introduced me, told you that, he trained me, he trained me really good and well. And what I do is I serve documents, family law,
Okay.
notices, letters. I'm a carrier. I do carrying also.
Okay.
Whatever needs to be served, I serve it.
Okay, great. Now, where are you at right now? Where are you right now?
I'm in Roseville on Fitterman at Walgreens, waiting for a client or waiting for a person that I need to serve.
Okay. Now, does he going to meet you there? Tell me about the case. What happened? What kind of case is it? Did you go to his house? What happened?
It's a family law case. His wife lives in Texas. The attorney's in Texas. I got served through the attorney.
Okay.
And I got his address. I went to his house last night and this morning. No answer at the door. Actually, it was a gated house.
Mm-hmm.
Gated ranch house. And it looked like no one was there. But apparently, on the way home this morning, he called me and asked, was I sitting in front of his house for a while? And I said, yes, I was. And he goes, do you have some papers you want to serve me? I go, yes, I do. And he goes, well, come back to my house. I said, no, I'm not coming back to your house. You can meet me at Walgreens.
Okay.
And so I'm waiting for him to show up at Walgreens right now. And if he doesn't, then I'm going to have to go back to his house.
Okay. So you may have to interrupt this podcast to go serve the guy.
Exactly. If he shows up, I got to interrupt.
Okay. Great. Now, how did you get? So one of the things I talk about is how process servers get work, because that's the key. Is how do they get work? Now, this client that hired you, how did they find you?
On the internet.
Bam.
They found me on the internet. Anything you want, you can find on the internet.
Yes, you can.
I have a web page.
Right.
Ken's process server, and I go through another company. It's Yellow Pages XYP or whatever it is, and I get served through them too.
Okay.
But they advertise, and it's really good. It's a good business. I'm not out there 8 hours a day, maybe 3 or 4 hours a day, if that. I'm at home waiting for the phone to ring.
Right.
And usually I get at least 1 to 2 calls per day.
Okay, great. Now, what did you do before you was a process server? What was your background in life?
I was a carpenter. I worked for the state of California.
Okay.
Carpenter, Department of Corrections.
Okay.
And I worked there, which was really good. I like working there. I worked there for 19 years.
Okay.
And I had a stroke.
Okay.
Then I went back to work and worked for Department of Housing,
Okay.
as an inspector. And I had another stroke, and now I'm retired.
Okay. So basically, you've had some medical issues,
Right.
but that didn't stop you. Because
No.
process, it didn't stop you from keeping on getting your hustle going and making your own money.
Exactly. Right.
I
And I
love it.
like it. I like it. It keeps me pretty busy, and when I want it to. And then if not, then hey, I'll take a break and do what I got to do.
Okay, great. So lots of times people ask, how much do process servers make? So like on this job you got right now, what are you getting paid for that? What does that cost? What are they paying you for that?
They're paying me $125 to do this right now. I should have charged more, like $175 or $200, which I do, and I have done that. But it just it depends. I thought it was going to be a little bit easier, and then I found out it's going to be difficult. But it's really not too bad.
Okay.
This one to serve isn't too bad. So,
okay. Well, great. Yeah, because a lot of process servers, they work for these like large companies like ABC Legal, and they're only getting paid. They're getting paid like $25, $35.
Yeah,
go out
plus
6 or 7
mileage.
times.
No, I'm not going to do that. I rather advertise and do it myself. I get paid a whole lot more than what ABC Legal is, offering.
Right.
So,
and the only way I can see ABC Legal is, let's say you get 10 a day from them. Maybe that would make it a little better, but in the way that I do it, if I'm doing 3 or 4 a day at 150 a pop, that ain't bad. And if I got them myself, that ain't bad at all.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I, do what I got to do. I like it.
So what did you do? What's
a good hustle?
Exactly. Now we're in California.
Right.
What did you do to get your process server license? What were the steps that you took?
Ooh, that was a while ago. That was like 5 years ago. What I did is I had to go down to the county.
Right.
Pay my registration fee. I can't. It was a couple $100, $235 or so, and you renew it every 2 years. And you got to go down and get your background.
Right.
Get fingerprinted and go through the FBI and DOJ.
Okay.
And once you get that, that's when you take it back, I believe, to the county.
Okay.
And they give you your license.
Okay. And you got to get a bond too in California. You have to pay a process server bond in California.
Yeah, the bond is reasonable. It's $49, I believe.
Okay.
And they will cover you for I think it's $2,000.
Right.
So
right.
It's and then you can get more if you want. So it's up to the individual person what they want to do.
Okay.
So I just meet the minimum and get my $2,000 bond for $49.
Okay.
There's some driving involved in it.
Okay.
It's good to have a good economical car, good gas mileage to do your runs in.
Right.
But besides that, it's good. It's a good house. You can do it full time.
Right.
As a full time job, or like I do it a little part time. So.
Because one of the things I realized too is that some people, they have a regular job and they're just looking for us to make some extra money. And with process serving, when you're going to go serve people, most people have jobs, so they're at home in the evenings on the weekends. So literally, you could have a regular job and then do this at night on the weekends to make some supplemental money until you start making enough to get rid of that regular job altogether and just do the process serving for yourself.
You can do it like that too.
Uh-huh.
It's good. I believe I'm for anybody, a young person struggling with a family, to get a processor license and make some extra money on the side.
Right.
I, I really think that helps with is this him coming? Nope, that's a Beamer.
Okay, it's not him.
But no, that's not him. But yeah, it's a good little side job. It really is, you know. And
Uh-huh.
you know, you don't have to punch a time clock. You do it at your own pace.
Right,
That's what's the greatest part about it, you know.
right,
You can add your family life in, you know, take care of your serves, and
right.
if not, then take care of the family life.
I mean, because
It's
don't
really a
you like
good
help
way
out
of.
your kids with picking up the grandkids from school and all that other
Oh
stuff?
yeah,
I mean, to
sure,
keep this is
yeah,
super
yeah,
flexible.
exactly. It is real flexible. You know, I do pick up my grandkids from school or take them to the dentist or wherever I got to do. You know, um, my kids they rely on me to do those things, so
Right.
I can fit all that in.
And you
Yeah.
don't have to ask
So
no boss, can you have time off to do it?
exactly, because you're your own boss.
Right.
You know, in the advertisement it works. You know, I have a couple of attorneys that I work for, and they're constantly giving me work also.
Okay.
You
Now,
know,
how did you
I might
find
call.
those attorneys? How did you connect with them?
I advertised. I also, went through the phone book, looked up attorneys. I Googled attorneys in Roseville,
Okay.
attorneys in Lincoln,
Right.
attorneys in Elk Grove, and I called them and asked if they need a process server.
Okay.
And a couple of them responded back, "Yes, we do. The one we have isn't very reliable." And so far, two attorneys that I've worked for, I've gotten everybody I went out looking for.
Okay.
That they give me the information, his job, his house, where he lives, um, and I get him, or where he hangs out. At the bars. I get a lot of them that hang out at the bars, and I'll serve them. That's why they're going through family law.
mentioning the bars. Remember we had to go serve that rapper downtown
Yes, yes,
Sacramento a few years
yes. I
back?
remember that. I remember that one. Yeah,
I'll give the background story. Some producer called me and he had this rapper that was going to be performing at this little venue in Sacramento, and
18th and R.
right. And so basically, I hired Ken and we went out there and basically hung out for like 3 hours, just hanging out, watching the people coming in and out. And the rapper showed up, but we couldn't get to him because all the bodyguards and everything else. So we couldn't
Right,
really get to him. But sometimes you get interesting jobs like that.
right. That was a good one. That really was a good one. So
Because
yeah,
he paid me $500 to try to serve this rapper. And I told him from the beginning, well, I'm probably not going to get him because he's going to have security and all this other stuff. So we tried to act like we were trying to get him to sign autographs, but he just went right in from the van inside real quick. Yeah.
that's right. That's right.
Uh-huh.
That was a good one. That's one of my first, more or less, stakeouts with experiencing something like that.
Uh-huh.
That was really interesting. It was pretty good. And
So you do a
it's
lot of
all,
stakeouts?
no, not really. Maybe one or two a month. It
Okay.
could be. It just depends. But another thing to the job is you got to keep your time down, dates, times when you serve. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you have your proof of service, the paperwork at the end of the job
Right.
has to be completed, and it's good. It's good.
Yeah, that's one
So
of the things I like about process serving because you deliver the papers and you fill out a couple of pieces of paper and you're done. I mean, literally,
right,
you're done. You just send that to them. You're
exactly.
basically done with it. It's quick and easy.
That's right. That's right.
Uh-huh.
It makes it nice and convenient that way.
Right.
But so that's about it. You got any more questions?
How do people get a hold of you if they want to hire Ken's process serving to serve some documents in Roseville, Citrus Heights, Sacramento? How do they reach you?
Through my website, my email. They call me on the phone, word of mouth. That's
Okay.
how they get me. That's how they
Okay.
get
So
me.
what I'll do, Ken, is I'll put your contact information in the description of this podcast. So if anybody needs to hire you, they can reach out to you directly. And
Sure.
so we're going to wrap this up. But I want to, thank you for giving this opportunity to have this interview and
Yeah.
keep up
Well,
the good work.
yes, definitely. I like it. I like to do a good job. They make sure I do it correctly, and I'm number one.
Let's do it. Let's get this money. Hey, this is Lance. Thanks for listening to my podcast. I hope you gathered the information that you were looking for, and I would leave a positive review and subscribe to be notified when we upload additional podcasts. And also, if you're looking for training on how to become a process server, or training or how to market your existing process server business, click one of the links below to receive additional information.